I've always been a ferocious reader, and I got into reading some books on psychology of children's art. Innate symbolism stuck out in my mind. That's the direction that I took in my abstract or non-objective work. In a sense, it's not non-objective because it does have objects in it, but it's also the emotions of the color and shapes and design that I hope to enter into the viewer's thinking. It's there and it makes you feel good or it makes you feel sad. You have some sort of an emotional response to it. And that's what I do, is create something that's going to emotionally affect you somehow or another. If it does that kind of a thing, then it's successful. There is no limit to what can be done. It's just whatever the mind comes up with. When I do a landscape, I try to communicate the feeling of the area. What does it really make you feel when you're there? If they see what I see, or they feel what I feel, then I've managed to communicate to them. It doesn't always work. It depends upon where you are, where you live, what inspires you. When I was out in New Mexico and Santa Fe, I painted the mountains and the deserts, the landscapes. But when I was living in New York, I did cityscapes, massive buildings and people running around like crazy. Those are the kind of things that I like to paint, was the groups of people sitting in the park or the Fulton Fish Market or the flower market, and try to capture the characters of that particular area. But I try to put my feelings into a painting. Here in Savannah, I've painted mostly the islands from Hilton Head down to Blackbeard Island. And if you look at my paintings, most of the paintings are views from the water looking onto the land, as opposed to most people who do seascapes or paintings of beaches and things like that. It's always from the land looking out at the water. So it's my point of view. It's how I see it at different times of the year. You can paint the same thing over and over again, and it changes constantly, whether it's the time of the day or the weather conditions. You have all different kinds of images or feelings and colors. That's the important thing in a painting. There's nothing better than going out, doing plein air painting on a nice day, out in the woods, or someplace like that with your easel and your paints, and just be left alone. And it's like a picnic in the park, so to speak, when you're doing that. When I grew up, my father didn't want me to have anything to do with art. So he wanted me to learn a trade. You know, you become a carpenter or a plumber or something, you make money. You don't make money as an artist. I don't have any regrets. I really do not. I've had a full life, And I had a lot of ups and downs, but you learn from your past mistakes, and you keep growing. And as long as you keep growing, you stay alive, I think. And that's the most important thing, is to keep growing, keep learning, and keep creating.